Is this thing on? Just here eating the Rice Krispie, putting you in my dresser. Don't mind all of the mess behind me. Should I angle myself in front of the laundry? No, that's kind of weird. Whatever. You guys are gonna see the laundry pile and the cat. I bought this shirt from the dollar store today for $4, this tank top. Can you see the back? Kind of goes like black. I left my water bottle downstairs. So I got this cool color changing cup. Hopefully the sound is okay. I have not tried it yet. It is sweet girl. She just sits like a baby. And she'll just sit here for however long. Hey, purring. What are you doing? Now I'm gonna be all full of fur. But anyway, hi guys. How is it going? It is going pretty good for me. I'm a couple days late uploading. I have busted out my good camera, so I haven't taken any video with it, so hopefully it's good. I'm only taking pictures with it, and I only have the kit lens, so hopefully I can get a new lens soon. They're expensive. But I kind of wanted to give an update on my work situation for my side hustles and what's going on with that. So I currently work at a warehouse in the town that I live in. I work super early mornings. I usually am up by like 3:30. I work anywhere between 4:30 and 5. I only have like a couple minute drive to work, so that's really nice. I'm by myself a lot, so that's also really nice. And I can put headphones in, listen to a podcast. That's kind of what started a lot of stuff, actually. I always kind of had a want to start my own business or have my own like side hustles going on. Of course, everyone sees the like YouTubers just living the dream and it is really the dream, you know, but not just YouTubers, but just having freedom. And a lot of the freedom that people get come from different like types of side hustles, stuff that you can pay other people to do, but you're like the middleman. So I'll kind of go back through my work history. So I graduated high school. I worked all through high school. I worked at a McDonald's for a long time. And then I worked at a grocery store before that in the deli and like bakery department. After McDonald's, I worked at other like fast food and retail. I was on my own when I was like 18, so I had to work. Had to get money in so that I could pay rent. I didn't go to college or university. I wanted to, but at the time it wasn't a priority. I wanted to party, hang out with friends, you know. So I kind of went down that path. Was basically a shithead for a couple years, and eventually I like got some of my shit together. I did a course for wedding planning. That's what I wanted to do for a long time. I wanted to be a wedding planner. I finished the course. I got a grant from a like women's group, and I finished it. I got a car, and basically once I finished it, I realized I didn't really want to do wedding planning. I still love like planning events and being like part of event planning. I've worked on a couple of events and a couple of weddings, and I did and do really enjoy it, but I don't really do well with conflict, and just dealing with angry people, and that's a lot of what wedding planning kind of ends up being, dealing with a lot of angry brides, angry moms. So I kind of shifted focus a little bit. Then I was working really hard to start to work up at a Staples that I was working at. I wanted to eventually work at head office. I was putting in the time. I had made some pretty good connections. There was people that who were like higher up in HR that I had talked to. And then the boss that I was working at, and that was kind of like, just to backtrack for a second, kind of like my 5 to like 7 year plan was to eventually work up to having a better job with that company. And then the boss that I was working with got fired, which was a total like bullshit thing that happened. But anyway, so then I didn't want to work for a company that would let him go for like such a stupid reason for having a side hustle, basically. So I wasn't okay with that, so I found something else and I left, and just worked a couple of like just filler jobs, and then now I'm at the company that I'm at right now, working in their warehouse. It's kind of like a Walmart, you know, or like a Staples. It's just a retail place. I didn't really plan on moving up here, like in the place where I'm working now. So it's almost kind of like a filler job as well, but a little different, I guess. So while working at my job now, I also had a side hustle. So throughout my whole like legitimate work experience, I've had side hustles, and my side hustles were usually cleaning. Actually, I cleaned a bank for cash for a while, and it was once a week, and I'd get like $25 a week. There was another time where I was cleaning floors for a place that I worked at. I would stay after hours, get paid cash for that time. Getting a side hustle is like, well, if you can get a side hustle that will pay you cash, that is quick like that, just like one extra hour, if you're already at work or if you're already like out and about, why not? And that extra money, you can save it, put it towards like building your side hustle more. There's a great podcast that I listen to. It's called the Side Hustle Show. I will link that below, and they have a Facebook group as well that's really good. So the side hustle that I started, I've always wanted to write I've kind of like tried to start my own blog, which hopefully now I'll be able to do more of. And so the past 2 years I have been writing as well, and the writing gig that I got actually came from a Facebook group, just like a women supporting women Facebook group. So that's another place to look if you're looking for a side hustle. Get in like Facebook groups, make connections on LinkedIn, and you know, just ask people. The people love to help other people, so don't be afraid to ask. And if you're asking like on the internet, if someone is like no, they don't know you. so I started writing for a lady, and it's all just kind of like those shit articles that you have to click through like 50 pages to find the picture or find the answer or whatever. So that was the that was the type of writing that I was doing. Fast forward to now, after just like a plethora of just kind of crappy jobs, kind of making a little bit more than minimum wage, working 40 plus hours a week, plus some side hustle stuff, plus just like being exhausted. My plan all along has been to work less. You know, that's like what everyone wants to do. Everyone wants to get their time back. So this week is the first week that I've actually gone from a 5-day work week to a 4-day work week at my like legitimate job. So that's super exciting. So I'll have 3 days off a week from that, and the schedule is working Sunday to Wednesday. So my work schedule is now Sunday to Wednesday. So I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. And it's also kind of funny because everyone that I've talked to has been like, oh, you're like working less now? And it's like, no, I'm actually going to be working more. I'll be able to do more videos, or better videos, I should say, like with this nice camera, and have more time to edit and just all of the things. And I started watching and listening to, there's 2 people that I have listened to a little bit more recently that I found on Spotify and YouTube. So Alex Fasulo is the one, and then and that's just her name on every platform, and she's called the Freelance Fairy. And the second lady is CarrieBlogger on YouTube. So they've both utilized Fiverr to make 6 figures. And now that I have a little bit more writing experience under my belt, I really want to like dive in. I want the lady that I work with right now is really nice. She's really awesome, but she is like a middleman for these cheaper writing clients. So she's paying me like nothing. So I think I can make more money on a platform like Fiverr because I do have a bit of experience, and I want to start to scale it up. And I've kind of thought about this a little bit like strategically. So there's a vacation that I want to take in October to basically drive across the country with my dad. So I need to have like solid money coming in to pay my bills and to be able to save like for that, because I'll probably have to take like 2 weeks off. And so I want to do that. So I need the money coming in to do that. And I can't just like quit my job. I have too many bills I have to pay. And I live in an expensive province. I live in Ontario, and there's like a housing crisis right now, so the everything like needs to be paid, and I need to build up like my emergency fund and all of that stuff. So and I have to fix my car. So I went to 4 days a week because I can still sustain my life on 4 days a week from what I'm getting paid and my hours. So my thought in like my brain, I'm a little tired right now, by the way, if you can't tell. I probably like look really tired. So the thought that I was having was there needs to be a bit more risk with what I want to build and do. There's no like great outcome. There's no reward without a little bit of risk. So going down to 4 days a week is risky in the fact that it's not like as much savings for what I want to do and for being comfortable, basically. I don't know if it's gonna look the same from as before, but anyway, so there's no, what I was saying before, there's no risk without some reward. So that's why I went to the 4-day work week, so that it is that little bit of a push to get some stuff going, to get the ball rolling, to push myself, to put myself out there on Fiverr more, or at all, I should say. I have to set everything up. I've kind of like started doing that and listening to more videos and learning, and to have more time to get articles done as well with the lady that I work with right now, have more time to work on videos with YouTube, have more time to finally start the blog that I've been wanting to start more. And it's funny, you always see all of the people who like work after their regular job, and I have done that, and I have done that with the writing, but now I'm also like, with working so early on the 4 days that I do work, I have to go to bed at like 8 o'clock at night. So it's kind of a hard schedule to, like, for me anyway. I like kind of working a little bit later, and it's hard to get work done when I get home. And with working out a lot more now too, when I get home, that's kind of the time when I want to work out. And I could manage it better. Like, there's so many people who do it, you know. I definitely could manage it better, but like I said, with the risk of going down to 4 days, it's a bit more of a push, and I think it will work out great. And if I want to go back to 5 days, I can do that. That's not a problem. So it's not too much risk, but hopefully it will be more reward. That's like, fingers crossed. But yeah, so we'll see how everything goes. I will take you guys along with me. So I haven't set up all of the Fiverr stuff and put it live yet. I'm like kind of in the middle of doing that. I've got some stuff that I've designed in Canva for my pictures, to put for like my gigs, and yeah, maybe this could be like kind of a new series, like how far I come with Fiverr, and I'm like starting completely from zero. So if you guys are interested in that too, let me know. But yeah, that's basically it. So I will link all of the podcasts and all of the people down below so that you can check them out if you want to. Anything else that I can think of that's relevant will be down in the description. Yeah, I hope you guys have a great week. Like this video if you made it all the way to the end, and don't forget to subscribe as well so you can get new videos from me every week. I was uploading every Monday. I know this is going out like really late, but I'm still kind of trying to figure out the schedule for YouTube as well, so I'm definitely posting videos every week. If there ends up being kind of a day that works out best, I'll try to stick with that. It might end up being Thursdays now because now I'll have Thursdays off. Before it was Monday, so I'll update in the next video for which day works better. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Start your side hustles now. Let's get this shit going and get our shit together, you know, because as adults we should kind of be doing that. Thanks from wherever you are. Love you guys. See you next time. Bye.